I bought it sight unseen. Maybe it was crazy, probably. And I'm like, what is all that about? And then this thing's going, and it's all, okay. Oh, yeah, it does. It rolls into a bed. Folks, I'm Tim. Welcome back to the channel. So we're here at the beautiful Mobile Regional Airport. We're on our way to San Antonio, Texas to pick up a beautiful Survivor Square Body Suburban. So I've been looking for one of these critters for a while, and I think we got one. So it's supposed to be really nice. We're gonna find out in a few hours. So we're here bright and early at the airport. And it's a windy day, so hopefully we'll have a good flight. But we're on our way. We were gonna get on this Silver Bird and head on out to San Antonio. So we will catch you in the sky, and then we'll catch you in San Antonio. All right, we'll see you in a few. Woo, it's windy. The airport's kind of quiet at 4 in the morning, especially here in the big city of Mobile. Well, gang, we made it to Dallas. Big city of Dallas, quick little flight from Mobile. Now we got to find our gate, and it should be pretty easy to find. Found the terminal, and the ironic thing is we're going to gate C10, so I think it's a sign. So we'll go find our gate. We got like 45 minutes or so, relax, and we'll be on the next flight, heading to San Antonio. All right, we'll see you all in the air.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds.
Guys, we made it to the big city of San Antonio. So we're gonna find us a lift, and then go see Mr. Rick at Hovey Motor Sales and get our new hot rod. Well, not really a hot rod. Hopefully it'll be something cool soon. All right, let's get a ride. We made it here to Bourne, Texas, Hovey Motor Sales. And there's the new beast. So we're in Texas. It's freezing. I forgot my coat. He's got all kinds of cool stuff here. There's a bunch of stuff inside. Little Bronco, little Viper action. And of course, you got all the jacked up trucks because we're in Texas. Edsel, Lincoln, super cool. So here's the old beast. You know, what are we gonna do with it? First thing we're going to do is we're going to hop in where it's warm. We're going to hit the highway, start heading home. Hopefully she makes it. Only got like 700 miles to go, so fingers crossed. Let's rock and roll. So we hit the highway. We just did like, I don't know, like 30 miles. Seems to be running fine. Kind of sounds like there's a bit of an exhaust leak somewhere. When you get on it, you can hear it. So we get home, we're going to go through this thing. I'll give you all a tour around it, because I really haven't toured around it either. I bought it sight unseen. Maybe it was crazy, probably, but it looks pretty good. Seems to be running fine. So for the money I paid, I think we did all right. Missing the center console though, and a rear view mirror. I don't have a rear view mirror. It's kind of annoying, so I got to get one of them right away. But this is only my second time to Texas, and I like to collect bourbon. And there's a store here in Texas called Specs. we're at Specs. So before we hit the highway and keep on motoring home, we're gonna run in here, see if there's any kind of cool treasures we can find. Just never know. Just want to check out a Specs. Never did. So let's go check it out. Then we'll hit the highway, and I guess like 40 miles past where we are, there's a Buc-ee's. We're gonna stop there, top her off, get something to eat, and hit the highway. So let's go check out Specs, see if we can find some treasures. All right. Well, that was a letdown. There's nothing in Specs. So we're gonna hit the highway, go to Buc-ee's, get some food, get some fuel, and we're gonna head home. Fingers crossed, trouble free. All right, let's do it. Still purring away, doing all right. I don't know if it's an exhaust leak or a skip. Not sure. I think it's an exhaust leak. Let's get some food. Let's get some fuel. To Louisiana, so we're north of Lake Charles. We had horrendous traffic through like Houston. It was bad. There was wrecks, construction, all sorts of stuff going on. So the fuel gauge went to like 140% full, and now it's just under full. So I want to see how much fuel it's going to take here. And then we'll gauge, because we've been driving for a long time, probably like 3 hours. So sounds like it's pretty good enough fuel. So let's see how much we take. We will see you in a second. I'll let you know. It's getting cold out here. That's pretty incredible for the amount of driving we've done. So it just took 12 gallons. Wow. I put like 32 in last time. Holy macaroni. All right, let's get some food. So I got some healthy food. I actually tried being healthy and went to Buc-ee's and got a chicken salad, and it wasn't good. I tried eating some of it. I could only get a little down. So I hated to throw away an $8 Buc-ee's sandwich, but I did it. So, you know, I did the thing that I should have done and went to old Ron's Steakhouse and got 2 cheeseburgers and a Coke. Whatever. But I went to reset the trip odometer. That won't reset. So I took a picture of the odometer so we know where we are fuel-wise. So I can't believe we drove all that time on 12 gallons of fuel. I should have taken a picture of the odometer, but I didn't. It seems to be getting really good fuel mileage. Like, we were in traffic forever, we were driving forever, and we used 12 gallons of fuel. So the first time, like I said, I put like 32 gallons in. So let's roll. Keep on keeping on. I don't know, I think we got like 4.5, 5 hours still to go, so we got to keep on trucking. All right, let's hit the road. Well, gang, we made it. That was a rough day. It's 1:11 a.m. I left the house yesterday morning at 3:15. So almost an all-nighter. But we made it. We will see you in the morning in just a minute. All right. Well, gang, we made it back safe and sound. So I got in last night. Well, this morning, it was, what did I say, it was like 1:10 or so. So it was a long ride. The last few hours I had to stop a couple times, take some cat naps because I was getting tired. But we made it home safe and sound. And the new heap here, well, it made it without an issue. So here it is. What do y'all think? It's kind of unique. It's got a little funky paint job. Was a conversion van type thing. I'll show you the interior in a minute, but made it from San Antonio here without any trouble. I mean, we just motored along and it just hummed along pretty fine. But I bought it sight unseen, okay? You're taking a chance when you do that. I'm not sure if it really worked out in my favor this time. It's a good, like, 20-footer. You get close to it, she needs some love, and we're going to have to pay it some love. We've got, you know, a little bit of body work here and there. It's got some scuffs and bruises. There's a little something going on here we got to take care of. You can see there was body work done on this back door. It's all cracked. And I didn't know about any of that stuff before I bought it. Yeah, I thought I asked the questions, but I guess I wasn't thorough enough. So that's what you get when you buy something sight unseen. Here you are. So the car, according to the Carfax, and then I was looking back after the fact at the Carfax, and it said it had 104,000 miles. So I don't think it does. I think it's got 204,000 miles on it. The steering's pretty loose, so we got to work on that. I mean, it runs okay. I definitely got to give it a tune-up. I got some new plugs we'll throw in it, some odds and ends, and let me show you a couple of the other things I found about it before we get on the inside. And I was noticing too, like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this before, but the mirror's got a dent in it, so I was checking it out. And then I realized that this here, so this glass is a piece of glass stuck over the broken glass behind it. So the original glass, if you peek in there, you can see it's kind of all busted up inside there. And that's kind of different, but I don't know. So we're definitely gonna need a new set of mirrors, because this mirror, you can see it? See the mirror there? Let me bring you in. So we're gonna need a mirror. I can't stand that smashed mirror. So, and this is funny. I get there and I'm like, what is all that about? So we've got I mean, I know it's small and it's silly, but I just thought when I was buying it, it was a little nicer than what she ended up being. But got a couple of new sneakers on it. And then the hood, I knew it was sun-baked, right? We knew it was sun-baked. So that's fine. Let me open you all up here a little bit. So you can see the hood sun-baked, which is fine. Gives it a nice little weathered look. But then here, looks like somebody, you know, had the hood off and, I don't know, dragged it across the floor or something, or that's what it looks like to me. It was leaning against the wall and it got dragged across the floor. So we definitely got to address that. Like the baked paint is fine, but we got to address that. And then in the front here, you can see there were some, I'm thinking these were fog lights. So we had some fog lights mounted on here at some point. So that's something we got to address. And I'm wondering why would they have that under there? Why would they cut that like that? I don't know. Any thoughts? I don't know why you do that. But if you look down the sides, it's pretty straight. But don't mind those lights. I gotta put some more ceiling lights in this shop, but the sides are pretty straight. I mean, it's clean underneath. Man, it's spotless. So, got a fancy paint job. Got the factory rallies. Let me start showing you some of this inside. You ready for this one? It definitely was a shaggin' wagon. I'm not sure what to think of the seats yet. We gotta check this out. You ready? Here you go. Let me find that little latcheroni. Look at this. Whoa. And I think this back seat, I haven't even played with it yet, but I'm thinking this thing folds into a bed. And it's got these fancy wood things up here. Look at that. Snazzy. Let's go up front. I'll show you inside. There we are. Check it out. Check out these seats. There's some better lighting in here, but these got some funky seats here. We'll go from the other side. And they got these tall back captain's chairs, and then that back seat like a bed. Pretty different. Pretty different. The dash is chowed. So see, it's cracked pretty bad there. The lighting. Let's go on the other side and look at it better. Let's take a peek on the interior from the other side, see what you think. Oh yeah, this was a riot. Look at this. So I pull out down the road, a couple of things. So I leave the place where I bought it, right? Tooling down the road. And then this thing's going, and it's like falling off. So that's on the initial list to fix. And then I look up to see if there's cars behind me. It seems like a new windshield in it. And evidently they didn't want to put the rearview mirror back up because it doesn't exist. So we got to have to take a ride over to Heelmeyer's and find one over there to put in. So we'll at least have a rearview mirror. But yeah, let's look at the interior here a little bit better. There she is, fancy interior. Let's dive in. So let's check out the interior here. So we got a little, I guess they were a smoker because we got a hole. The dash is shot. They put new carpets in it, so I can imagine those carpets must have been really bad. And what's telling me that this thing has 204,000 miles or 206, whatever it is now. Yeah, 206. Look at that pedal. To me, when I see that kind of wear completely out of it, that's more than 100,000 miles for sure. There's no way that that's a 100,000 mile truck. So I think I might have been like snookered a little bit by it, but what are you gonna do? I bought it sight unseen and now I just gotta fix it up. But look at the dash. It has one of these covers on it, but so there's the dash. Baked by the Texas sun. So that's completely chowed. So what I'm thinking is doing something to rebuild this dash here at home. Not sure what. If you guys have any suggestions of what we should do for fixing that dash, let me know, because and Fred, I bought one of the LMC dashboards and it was really expensive and the fitment was horrible, like horrible. So I would prefer to like try to get creative and fix this dash here before we send it off. And then it had another funky feature here. I didn't know what the heck this was. Evidently, this thing here you put on there so they can't bust into your steering column and hotwire it. Evidently a popular thing in Texas. I don't know. I've never heard of such an animal before. But let's go. Let me go show you the back seat. Come on. We'll get Karina to see if she can make it fold into a bed. You ready, kid? All right, let's see if we can make this thing into a bed. All right. Got this. And there's a lever here. Okay, it does that. But does it recline? Oh, wait a minute. Ready? Here we go. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's hitting the tire. Maybe pull it up. Ugh. Booga. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does. It rolls into a bed.
That's a very little bed.
It's a little bed. I guess it's a toddler bed. Yeah, you wouldn't be sleeping much here unless you curl up in a ball. But I guess you could. No. But it's got a lot of speakers. I know it's got speakers up here. It's got the rear air, which is cool. We just need a little dome light lens for this thing. And it's got this fancy opera light here. Makes it look extra special and romantic back here when you're out shagging in the wagon. There we go. And it's got beer holders here. Got the perfect size for a beer can. You can't use a Huggy, but you can fit a beer can in it. Cigarettes. Everybody loves cigarettes. Yeah, it's special. What you think, kid? Is it special?
It certainly is.
Yeah, it's a special one. What are we gonna do with it? I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little indifferent. I think it's pretty cool in some ways, but then in other ways, I think I got schnookered a little. So I've got like this knot in my stomach that, I don't know, I need some help with. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But let me know what your thoughts are. But I want to show you the engine. Underneath the truck is like completely spotless and clean. We definitely got to give it a tune-up. And I'll show you what we're dealing with up front. Come here, buddy. Come here. Pedro, come here. Come here. Look, we got a friend. Pedro likes it. Come here. Pedro, come here. Come here, Dad. Come on. Come here. Pedro's ditching me.
Pedro. What you doing, Pedro? You want to go for a ride? Go for a ride, Pedro?
Go ride? Ride in Shaggy Wagon? Oh, let me just move that. There it is. There's the dash. Pretty cool. It's got the double DIN radio, so it should be easy to replace the radio. Old cassette player. I think we got a couple cassettes. We got to try them first. That's it. Let's go check out the engine. Well, here we are under the hood. Nothing really spectacular here. We've got the stock 350 throttle body injected. Seems to run pretty good. We're going to get some plugs. Try changing the plugs because I'm not sure when we take off if it's the dual exhaust that this thing has or if it has a skip. But when we're cruising down the highway, it seems fine. But I don't know. We're going to try it and see. At least change the plugs. Check the wires. See what kind of condition they're in. From first glance, they look okay. But we'll dig in and see what it is. And it's been baked in the old Texas weather, you know, 7,000 degrees all the time and hot and sunny. And so we got a lot of crispification going on. But other than that, it looks pretty stock. They obviously replaced the brake booster. So we got to spray that with some Osfo. Get a coat of paint on that because to me, that's a complete eyesore. So we definitely need to address that. It just drives me crazy seeing that raw steel and rust. Other than that, it's got a new little baby battery. We have some cleanup on aisle 5 here. We're going to take care of that antenna. And I don't know, just some basic cosmetics in here and a little tune-up. What do you think, kid? What do you think of this beast?
It doesn't look bad.
What should we do with this thing? I don't know. I don't know
You
either.
wanted it.
Well, I did, but then I don't know. I feel slightly like maybe I didn't ask enough questions. Maybe the guy I bought it from didn't know everything about it, but I don't know. I think like maybe I got a little snookered by it, but I thought it was going to be nicer than what it is. But we'll fix it. We'll get it right and get it down the road. Big thing is yeah, that must have been some kind of an alarm. And check this out. Karina was just
I thought it was the horn.
hitting that, and I think it was part of an old alarm system. And then there's that thing. The wire's cut to it. See this blue wire? It says this side up. I don't know what the heck that was. No idea what that is. Uh-oh, the intruder alarm's going off. It's probably another bird. And it's funny too, it has the old, I remember my 88 Silverado I had the little kind of silly work light there. Little novelty thing, I guess. We gotta get this antenna out of there, get that squared away. We got a few things to do. We'll get it. But let us know what you guys think and what we should do with this thing, because I'm not really sure. I'm thinking, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'm not thinking about it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were thinking about this one.
Okay, it's
Remove
up
that.
to you. It's your call.
Well, I know one thing we certainly got to do is it needs to be scraping the ground a little bit closer. So that's, once we get all these little issues taken care of, that'll be one of the first things. And I think personally I'm going to fix up the hood. That little foo-foo on the back door, it looks like a rust bubble. We got to take care of that right away. Everything else, right now I'm thinking we're just going to clean it up and run it. And just, yeah, that's it. Just go. I mean, it runs good now. We'll give it a tune-up, clean it up. So we'll do that in the next episode. We'll make another little episode on this thing, cleaning it up, giving it a tune-up, and then see how she goes down the road after that. Look at the steering to see if it's the steering box that's worn out, or if we have some steering components, idler arm, something that's sloppy, I don't know, we'll look into that. That's it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know what you think about this, and if you guys have any thoughts of what we should do with this. And we also need a name, because you don't have a name either yet, do you?
No, I don't have it.
No, Karina doesn't have a name. I don't know. I was thinking fudge stripe, but that doesn't fit because it's not brown and it just has a stripe. But maybe because I was thinking it was a turd when I was driving home. That's where fudge stripe came from. But we got to come up with a better name.
Black.
Silver streak. I don't know, like the train. But we appreciate it. Guys, thanks a million. What are you thinking?
Pedro likes it.
Pedro love it. You like it, Pedro? Huh, buddy? Do you like it? You gonna say goodbye to everybody? Say bye to everybody. Later.